This is how I pumped for a year at work without a private office. So I used the Willow system while I was at work. I actually kept Pythera because I hate carrying things back and forth and it's kind of heavy. And then I would just carry the inserts back and forth home so that I could clean them in between. And I had a couple of these so that there was always a clean one, but there wasn't. Everything was always dirty. It was always a mad dash. And so the thing about the Willow is that it's supposed to be subtle, but it's absolutely not subtle. I know people who will use this while they're seeing patients. I absolutely only did that a couple times when I was doing laser and I told the patient, but for the most part, I found pumping to be uncomfortable enough, and it also is just like such a mental and physical drain that I always gave myself time. That was like when I read the news or read something that was fun and cool. I never worked while I pumped. But we have a shared office, and the really nice thing is I would wear the loose scrub top, and I could you can go to the bathroom, but I could literally insert these into my bra without even being able to see. And so I would pump, I think in the beginning I did 3 times a day, but it became really hard, and then I went down to twice a day, basically at lunch, and then I added a 30-minute afternoon segment where I pumped. And so this is how it works together. And what happens is that once your milk is ready, your milk comes in this system. And so I also had the Willow container, and with the container, I would just pour the milk in and keep it in the fridge. But I also would put this into the fridge. So there's something called the fridge hack, and I don't know if someone works for the CDC or a pediatrician, they may not agree. But the concept is that even if this has milk in it, as long as it's in the fridge, it's fine, because breast milk is fine to be in the fridge. And so I would essentially just keep this in the fridge in between pumps instead of washing it in between my pumps for the day. And then at the end of the day, my husband would wash everything because that's the least that he could do. But yeah, that was a system that worked for me. I would put warm milk directly into the container. There's some people who say you shouldn't mix warm milk with cold milk, but it was fine. I didn't want my kid to be that sensitive. But you can also just put this in the fridge with the milk in it and then transfer them once they're both cool. That worked for me really well. Pumping is just really hard. I don't think that we're empathetic enough about just how physically draining it was. When I stopped pumping, it was probably one of the best days of 2024 for me. But it was nice to be able to do, especially given that I don't have a private office. And so this is the system that worked for me.